everybody, and welcome to the big show. I'm your host, Jerk, and what is going on? Back-to-back days with videos? What is this, a year ago? I can't see it becoming a regular occurrence, but it sure does seem like I'm avoiding that ZF6 video, doesn't it? Could it be that the ZF6 is the champagne of destroyers? Maybe, but no, it's not really. But God willing, I can get even a semi-interesting game in it, then, well, I guess we'll have a video for it. Anyway, where are we? Oh, right, today's guest. Let's get him out here. Put your hands together for the legendary tier American light cruiser. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Worcester. So, you want to see something funny? Watch what happens to this carrier's planes as they fly a squadron over 2 Worcesters. And they're gone. Yeah, you know, you're going to see this ship shoot down quite a few planes, and I'm not trying to understand what's going through the carrier player's mind, but if you are a carrier player, you should probably know that the Worcester has the best AA in the game, and I'm sitting right next to another one. Anyway, before I go on too much, let me go ahead and put up the commander and modules I'm actually using on this ship so you can see I am boosting the AA just a little bit. And who do we have? Shelly Beepley. Yep, this is her first appearance, I believe, as a commander, and we are using Jersey Bon Jovi and Mikawa as inspirations because she is my stealth radar cruiser build. And as far as legendary tier goes, I want to know where them pesky destroyers are, and she's got the RPF or RLD to give me the heads up for anyone trying to get all sneaky against me. So if you've been around this channel a while, you will probably remember back in my initial review of this ship saying it is not good for much other than being a floating AA platform. And with the rarity of carriers actually in games, its usefulness was questionable. Of course, now we have German carriers, and after the dev Q&A today, we know British carriers are on the way as well. And do I think you see more carrier games now than back then? Yeah, and that has increased the usefulness of this ship, well, a little, in my opinion. You are still very capable of being dev struck from just about any angle, not exactly bow on, and as I said back then, folks who take this ship out thinking its 32mm bow is going to save them are in store for a very rude awakening. That said, I am actually enjoying this ship a bit more now because it isn't easy. And for the lulz, I was taking this out to try and get my 23 fires, and surprise, surprise, look at the lineup in this match. This is a true rarity in that there is only one battleship on the red team, and as such, I'm going to be allowed to play this ship a bit more freely than I usually would, which would be parking behind an island and listening to the ink spots. Alright, so we know there are a couple Shimas with this Alaska, and our carrier is doing a pretty good job of flying over here and keeping them spotted, so I'm not busting out my radar, and while I would love to shoot that Shima going up the western map edge, the biggest detriment to my own health currently is this Alaska, so I have to focus it, and honestly, one salvo from this Alaska could dev strike me if they shot me. But I think the other Worcester must be giving a flatter broadside because they're going to go down and I'm going to live. Now, surely our carrier in the back of the map sees that Shima coming for them, right? And surely a speedy, stealthy carrier can run away from said destroyer, right? Ah, well, see, you underestimate the player abilities, my friends. And let's get this Alaska for our first ship sunk. No, we're not. That's okay. So we got that one Shima heading up towards our carrier, and the other one we can see with our RPF. They are on the cap. I am going to radar them if I need to. But I pretty much know where they are, so let's just position ourselves accordingly. And I think they are going to make a questionable choice here. Coming after a Worcester. So we're gonna angle, tweak our speed, you know, do all the things that you need to do. And I gotta say, it's a very satisfying feeling, but here, in fact, is our first ship sunk. Moving on. Let's just go ahead and ruin this Alaska's day. Someone get the hot dogs ready and someone else get the marshmallows, because this is going to get very toasty very, very fast. There's one fire. Alright, there is another fire. There is another fire. You'd think they're gonna put this out. Oh, they do. Well, that's okay, because more fires, please. There is a fire. More fires? Yes, there is another fire. So, yeah, that Alaska is going down. We have our 2 ships sunk, and I am spotted. Alright, so what can we infer here? Well, a couple of things. One, a destroyer is in my firing range, and 2, that they are not the closest thing to me. So, what to do? Well, I'm going to let my detection drop and see if I remain spotted. If I am, then it might be radar time. Even though this is not technically a stealth radar build, skirting the edge of radar range is not usually something many destroyer players do. They tend to think that lower detection is always better and that it will save you, but it won't. And I would argue completely building for stealth isn't usually a wise choice, as it lulls you into a false sense of security that you should be getting close. But one mistake, that is all a stealth destroyer gets, because if you are detected once, you are most likely gone. Unlike this Akizuki, though I am going to get a nice blind fire here. And I do get a fire on them, and I was thinking, oh, maybe that will burn them out. But it doesn't. And I am getting radared, so that should be their Ochakov. Which, I know that Akizuki is the closest thing to me, but I also know that that Ochakov has to be close, because they are surely what I was detecting earlier. Alright, getting spotted again. That is the Akizuki leaving its smoke and going behind that island to my left. I should get spotted by them again when they come out the other side. And you can see the Ochakov is being picked up by my RPF right there. Why am I not being detected? Where did that... Ah, there we go. Okay, so we know that the Akizuki is actually passing through those islands to my left and coming this way. Just being able to read that spotting and understanding where the position is, that tells you a lot of information on how to track destroyers and know their movement. One of the downsides, we'll just say, of using Shelly Beepley is that she doesn't have the option for equilibrium of power, which, as you know, reduces your chance of a fire but increases the amount that you can pin with these shells. Now, myself, I don't usually run that skill anyway, but because of balance, I'll actually hold on to that thought. I think this Akizuki is just about to pop up. Get a shot off there. And... yeah, there's the Akizuki. Caught in my hydro. What are you thinking? Well... there we go. Alright, so let's dodge these torps. And anyway, where was I? Oh, right. Back to balance. an equilibrium of power. As you know, I think the Ochkov is the best tier 7 cruiser in the game, and it just so happens to have enough armor that my non-equilibrium HE cannot pin it. And they're angled as such that my AP can't either. So, what to do? Well, don't show too much side or the Ochkov can hit my citadel, as you have seen. But beyond that, I need to be getting the HE into their superstructure. So that is what I am aiming for. That's the only area my HE can pin. And then should they show enough angle, then I need to get the AP going. Now, the Ochkov, on the other hand, it has magic shells, so its HE can pin me, and obviously its AP can if I give any side. So in all ways, the Ochkov should win this battle. I mean, I do have a what torps? All right, so the Shima is close too, and I don't even notice right now, but the Shima is actually shooting at me. So let's angle ourselves to the Ochkov, and why would a Shima be shooting me? Okay, I mean, they're gonna lose this game most likely, but maybe these guys are just focusing me because, I don't know, maybe it's player recognition, because our destroyer is shooting at the Ochkov too. But we're going to just focus down this Shima, remain angled to the Ochkov behind me, and once I get this, of course the Ochkov is going to try and torp me because that's what players do, but I've got my AP loaded already, and we're going to end up getting Kraken 274 in the Worcester right now.
We've got 2 of them.
Alright, let's see the scoreboard. Hello, 3,957 XP for a very good game. Just shy of a great game, but we didn't break the 4K XP mark. GG's to both teams, surprisingly decent game compared to all the blowouts lately. Anyway, that wraps up for this one. If you are ready for an AP focused legendary cruiser, hit like. If you think HE spam is the cure-all, hit dislike. Questions, comments, confusions, leave them down below, and if you are still waiting for that elusive ZF6 video, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll get back out there for another one soon, and we will talk then.